Kara here at Recherche Calves. I'm here to give you your next update video for Miss Bean. She is adorable. I love her. She has done very well at her training. She is very excited about treats, so it'll make it easier for training. Now, with the Cavaliers, they're definitely a more dependent dog, so there are parts of training that are slightly different than the traditional training of most puppies. One of them is they have a little side effect of being away from you, physically being away from you. They tend to whine a little bit. So we've worked significantly on getting her to understand that whining or barking won't get her what she wants. And I do have to mark verbally when she's quiet, like with a good girl, so that she knows that that's what I want. And also, I don't release her from any particular place or any particular position I might have her in if she's whining. I try to wait for that moment of silence to go ahead and release her, so that she's learning, in addition to the traditional training, that she's also learning that whining isn't going to get her what she wants. It doesn't stop the fact that they are absolutely adorable. I mean, the cuteness level is off the chart with these guys. But I'm going to go ahead and give you Bean's next update video. I used to start with them having them upside down and with their belly up. They've gotten a lot more comfortable with that, so that's awesome. She's fine for the most part being upside down. And instead of actually putting them on place, I now tell her where to go with body language. Place. Good. She's not being led. There wasn't a hot dog in my hand at the time. Good. Place. The body language simply lets her know where I wanted her to go. Right now she's being very quiet and waiting patiently. She's being a good girl. Yes. Yes. Good. Good girl. Good girl. So right there she wanted to jump off, but she stopped herself. Good girl. Sometimes they think they know what's about to happen, and they will simply offer up a behavior because they thought that they heard you. Now I heard a little bit of a whine, so I stopped. Good. She settled down a little bit more. She laid down. I can come to her. I can give her pettings and lovins. Pretty girl. Miss Bean. Miss Bean. Huh? Yes. All you want me for is hot dogs? Huh? Just hot dogs? Good girl. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Good girl. I can walk away, and she knows that she needs to stay there until she is given her release cue. Bean, which is either her name, the word break, or come. Those are her release cues. Let's go. And let's go is the cue word for her to walk on my left-hand side, for her not to pull, also for her not to go between my legs or in front of me. Now, of course, this is while she's on leash. It's important for you to understand that when you get her home, let's go, and you start having her off leash, you're going to have to do some training of getting her not to be under your feet when when you guys are walking around the house. We've taught her that it's not a good place to be and it's not safe. Good, good. So I always make sure that I verbally reward her when she's in the correct position. Good girl. Good. Absolutely no pulling for the most part. Her auto sit is wonderful. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and go through the standard cue words. Good. 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 So I'm going to keep my hand up just to make sure she knows. She does well. Good. Now she stopped herself. That's very impressive. She might not have gone down into the perfect position, but she did go back into a sit, which I'm very proud of. She does well outside. Most distractions she can ignore, but people and other dogs, of course, are just tantalizing. Bean, come. Good girl. She has to sit whenever she's released to get her treats. Sit. Good. Now this one is a little difficult, so we hope that our body language helps. Down, ah, good, down, ah, good, down, good. So I just gave a couple little tugs on the leash in the direction I wanted her to go. Stay, stay, good girl, ah, ah, ah. Because they are a dependent dog, being that far away from you is difficult. Good. Stay. But the fact that she can self-correct tells me she's very mature. Good girl. Bean. Good girl. Good girl. Now, as far as the kennel goes, that can be the most difficult for this particular breed. Kennel. So we still are kind of luring them in. They are dependent and they would much rather be with you than be away. So being in a crate and being away is difficult. So this is the type of training you're going to have to continue when you get her home. She's doing very well. She is quiet. She's not overly excited. She's not pacing. She's not circling. Her tail is wagging. Hasn't said a peep for the most part. I haven't heard her whine once since she's been in there. Oh, that was a little one. Ah, good. So I gave her a verbal correction. She began to be quiet. I verbally said she was good. Now I'm getting closer. Good. Now she must respect the doorway. Ah. No head can come out, no parts at all. Good. Break. Good girl. You're so smart. You are. You're so smart. But that is Miss Bean's update video. I think she's doing fantastic, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much.